Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. Coming up, divisional round Saturday, we've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. First of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. A beautiful fake. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. First down, the run with Lynch. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Stroud to throw it. Look to the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37.
Gain of 17 yards. That's good for us Steelers.
Lynch up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Stroud. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Steelers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Stroud sets up the play action. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's Stroud. Pass held in by Johnston. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And his kick here is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from it. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home. And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Stroud. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. Breaks through the contact. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stroud. They dump it off to Lynch. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Now Lynch, he's got it on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll run again with Lynch. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And Stroud now to throw. This is caught by McMillan. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Now Stroud. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
At the Texans' 4-yard line.
Back to throw. Stroud. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And it's caught. Touchdown! Darnell Washington from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. And now out comes Houston. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Go.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And now a full incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Nose up. Ready? 19 yards.
Here's Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Breece Hall, 26 yards. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Luntz good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
3rd and 1.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Houston.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Fields going to keep it running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Fields. Got his man. It's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
Here we go. Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. 7 yards there, the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years. You're not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Fields. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Bigsby. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now out come the Steelers. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Across midfield. He's on his way. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 76 yards. And the Steelers are once again back in front. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He completes it to Bull. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And it's 3rd down.
Green 19, go.
Fields now to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Stroud off the play fake. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Open man is Collins. He's got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Houston.
Here we go.
From the 50, here's Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
Now it's Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Stroud to throw it.
at the 33-yard line.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Stroud working out of the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And the Steelers.
Here's Stroud. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup.
Stroud looking to throw. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A 7-yard gain. That's
Throwing now is Stroud. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now a 2nd and 6. Stroud will look to throw once more. And he's got his man on the out route. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Lynch. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. And here's 2nd and 11. In motion goes the tight end. Stroud. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. This is caught by McMillan. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
To throw is Fields. That's 5 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. Go.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. He's got a man complete. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these 2 squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the 3rd quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here we go.
On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. Yeah, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. 3rd and 4.
Here we go, son.
Now Fields. He'll try and do this himself. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They run for it with Bigsby. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Down at the 33-yard line. It's a turnover on downs.
And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. And some room to work. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Oh, right.
And Stroud now to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and goal at the 9-yard
Oh,
line.
right.
Now Stroud. And that ball is caught by Washington. Touchdown Steelers. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Gain of 12. First down, Texans.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there. Positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On the carry, Bigsby. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
And the Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 40.
They'll give to Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Chris Barnes.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
It's the gain of 7. Brings up third and 1.
They'll run with Hall. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up fourth down.
56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And the Steelers set to take the field. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really high level.
They've been hot so far.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action. Here's Stroud. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. So nothing doing there. And that's going to make it fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Texans will take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
19. Looking to throw. Medina. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll try and sneak it here. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
First down, Houston.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And He's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Cavante Turpin, 45 yards. And the Texans have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Wants to try to add the PAT. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Looking to put a drive together. They start the drive on Lynch. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Over the middle, complete. That's Lynch. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun on 3rd down. Stroud. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Quick throw by Stroud. Complete out wide. It's a pickup of 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 5. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run him. Here's Lynch. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense taking over again. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Texans first down.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
39-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80. Let's go.
Back to throw. Medina. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. give up the middle. And he is going to have the Texans first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 7.
Let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Collins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Bigsby. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Lutz is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, 4th quarter with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Under pressure and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Steelers first down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Working left side, and he's got a man. That's Reynolds. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. This is Lynch on the draw. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
That praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
In motion right here, Washington. Stroud to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Texans back out there and ready to go. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Looking to put a drive together. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. Another run by Bigsby. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's a give to Hall. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
Ball again on 2nd down. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw. Medina. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. So now the Steelers down by a field goal. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Here's Stroud. Finding Watkins. Finding space at the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
A gain of 39 yards.
Now Stroud. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Grover Stewart in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Here's 2nd down. Stroud. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 18.
Here's Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Here we go. At 18.
Stroud looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter, as the kick is away here. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Houston set to take over. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Medina. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And we're inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Houston.
This is 1st and 10.
Get it!
A handoff for Hall. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him at field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship game. And the Texans are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. Pick your meat click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Turn this thing on out. Now, let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, do your step. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, do your step. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, then rock with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Go drop with it. Do a step with it. Put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me see you put a twist with it. You can't do it like me. I'm by myself. I do it so good, I don't need nobody else. What's happening? What's up? Got that fired up. What's happening? What's up? Got that in my cup. I can't think. I'm too go. Don't know how the hell I'm getting home. Hey, snap your fingers, do your step. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, do your step. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey,
straight from the back, posted in the act. Got to hit the club, we've been mobbing all day. On some Dino, VIP stats. Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping their fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm so